We're looking at Chapter 3A of the FAA UAV or UAS study guide for Part 107, and now we're looking at aviation weather sources. So first we're going to start with the introduction. We're going to go through that, and then from there we have surface aviation weather observations. It's going to be in the same video here. In the next video we'll have aviation weather reports, then aviation forecasts, as well as convective significant meteorology information. But we'll go over that later. So an introduction to all of this. Accurate weather information is important, right? And it's a combined effort of the FAA, which is the Federal Aviation Administration, the DoD, which is the Department of Defense, as well as NWS, which is the National Weather Service. And it's also helped by groups and officials, and we'll get more into this in a second. They help in a very specific way. This specific way is surface aviation weather observations. So what is surface aviation weather observations? Well, it's a compilation of elements of current weather at individual ground stations across the US. And this uses government and privately contracted facilities to do this. So those would be those like groups and officials. We have AWOS as well as ASOS. Those are two acronyms you'll have to know. So AWOS is an automated weather observation system. There's only one change in the lettering. ASOS is automated surface observation systems. So two things: AWOS, automated weather observation systems, and ASOS, automated surface observation systems. And these are used to help the government and privately contracted facilities do their job. You can kind of remember the acronyms because everything is best automated. So that's what A is. W typically stands for weather, S is surface level stuff, and then O is just for observation and systems. It's basically the same thing. Now, surface observations cover small areas, and they are able to provide a lot of information, very valuable information. This is where our METAR reports, which we'll look at in the next video, is going to come in. So these surface observations have the type of report, the station identifier, date and time, any modifications that are necessary. We have wind listed as well as visibility. The runway visual range is sometimes listed. This will be RVR, runway visual range. We have any weather phenomena, sky conditions, temperature dew points. This is important for like freezing purposes. You don't want any freezing or frosting on your wings or your propellers. You also have altimeter readings, and anything that's applicable remaining will be posted on there as well in like a remarks section. So that was the introduction as well as surface aviation weather observations. Next, we're going to look at the actual aviation weather reports. So we're going to take apart this entire METAR, which you'll possibly see a lot on the test. Some people get a lot of these on the test. So it's super important you understand it, and we're going to break it down one by one. That's in the next video. It's in the playlist, link below the like button.